Hello Internet and welcome to the first round of the Exeter University Pokemon Society Little Cup tournament against Josh, who you may remember gave me a very odd match in our previous tournament. This is a bit more normal than than the last one, but it's not standard Little Cup, so I'll just play through here and you'll see this. We are effectively playing Little Cup Ubers. Cyber is the only one banned. Everything else goes basically. Sleep clause is on, evasion clause is on, item clause is also on, which makes things a bit interesting because it lessens the significance of the knockoff versus Eviolite battle, which you normally have in Little Cup. And so I have attempted to take full advantage of this. I've basically built this team around Sneasel because it's so overpowered, and I've just stuffed this with a few Sneasel counters, Tangler, decent Sneasel counter, check rather, they're all just checks, Meditite, Yanmar. This has Yatchberry, so it should be able to take an Ice Shard and hit back with a Bug Buzz. Swirlix can at least knock the Sneasel off the field, and this is a Sneasel counter. And Josh has not, in fact, gone for an Uber's team. This is more what I'm used to seeing when I play regular Little Cup. And it has to be said, it's probably a more cohesive team, and but we'll have to see how this balances out, really. So I lead off with my Meditite because, well, I think I'm Scarfed, and it can do a decent chunk to anything if Fletchling comes in, which was possible but unlikely because it's more of a revenge killer. It would have been a shame, but could just sort of switch in. I think Tangler could take it. Eviolite with 23 defences brings it up to 46, which is in Little Cup is just quite insane. But he goes off with Pawniard, which is quite nice. I actually knew that this was not a Choice Scarf Pawniard. I knew that it was a Stealth Rocker, so I thought he might lead off with it. In fairness, it's slight cheating. I also thought he might lead off with his Porygon. So Meditite gives me a very strong opening here. And Sucker Punch does a hell of a lot, but I can Drain Punch him back. I'm just there. This is Scarf, so I have to switch out here, really. I expected an Acrobatics, and this was just going to be a sack, but a Sword Dance is also dangerous and also possible. But I'm okay with that. I know that I have Sneasel here with Ice Shard, should be able to OHKO it no matter what it is, it'll be able to outspeed. And this was the approach to Fletchling is generally just to sack something and then hit it back. It's an awkward Pokemon, but it's more of a one-for-one than anything else, as long as you manage it well. So Yanmar, I thought perhaps, I don't know what I thought exactly. One thing I should say here is that when I was recording this, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, my time. I had not yet slept. I was not in the most sober of states, and I was just about to head off on a 30-mile cycle ride, still without sleeping, I should say. So some of my plays here may not make much sense. I don't think they made much sense to me when I was playing them. I was just going with it, because I got back from the party thing, drinking, found that people were in the middle of the tournament, had to go for it, and so I just sort of jumped in, hastily threw together a load of Ubers, and went with it. So Yanmar was untested, didn't know what to do with it, just let it go. Bring a Sneasel here, obvious threat, Ice Shard. Mienfoo, solid Sneasel counter, so I don't want to stay in here. Do not want to stay in. And Tangler is, as you see, absolute beast. It's 23 defense, plus Eviolite, 46. He can take any physical hits, and most special hits. So I hit him there. And Tangler is a very annoying Pokemon for his team because of the move I think you will see next. Will you see it next? Yes, you will. An Amnesia. This brings it up to a 50 special defense, something like that with Eviolite. It's impossible to break this without. You need a knockoff, after which the Tangler can hit. Bit unfortunate to miss that, but you know it's fine. And I can just really annoy his team with this. You'll see here, even even the Fletchling. Oh, you won't see it here. You'll see at some point just how incredibly bulky this Tangler is. See, that is barely half of the super effective acrobatics Fletchling. Here he makes a misplay. He roosts, I guess not realising that the loss of flying would negate the Giga Drain resistance, but I was able to force him out there. That was a misplay on his part, but it is very, very easy to make, and I can just really just lay down the pain here. I possibly don't actually do as much as I should be able to do with this Tangler here, but it's I do enough to make his life pretty awkward. He knocks off the Everlight there, but that's fine because I'm still massive defences. And 23 without Everlight is equivalent to most ones within. His Porygon would be 24 with an Everlight, so I don't need this. He's just trying to cripple me in any way he can. I'm knocking out the HP very nicely, and I think now that was an odd move. That's one of those moves that I was talking about. Bringing in the Meditite on the Magnemite was a very nice move on my part, not one that I remember. I cannot figure out why I did not then just whack him with the Drain Punch. It would have hit anything on his team quite nicely. It would have knocked out Abra's Sash. That's, as I say, one of those moves that I'm just a bit fuzzy on. There's another one later, which is just a terrible, something of a misplay, but at least I remember making that one. So here, he's able to get back up to full health. Very annoying. I can't get up the Leech Seed here, which I think is what I was going for, and this is where the Tangler rather just falls. That's what I meant by maybe I should have done more. I should have got a kill with that. Should have set up more kills. But it's Mienfu's down to this. No way he can live that. This was another annoying moment because I thought I had him. I predicted the Magnemite, and I completely forgot about the Sturdy Berry Juice. And here I was just breaking his Sturdy. That's all I could do here. I don't know why he didn't just hit me. Possibly another acrobatics I'm expecting. But he went up Porygon, and it was an unfortunate crit because he told me later that he was intending to recover off that and then hit me with an Ice Beam, which would have left him in a very nice position. But that was unfortunate. But it happens. It's an awkward game. So he just had to. Magnemite was obvious choice here. That did a hell of a lot. I guess Meditite is not meant to be brought in as a counter for anything really. Sneasel here just shows why it is the pain, why it brings the pain. Because even if that had done over 100%, I had a Sash. That's why my Yanmar went down. I didn't have a Sash because of the item clause. So I knew Sneasel could take out anything on his team here. And Abra was a prime choice for that, really. So he goes down. He couldn't really do much there. This was my misplay, which really endangered the game for me, because I had a 100% win condition here. If I had brought Fletchling in here, then either Fletchling could have died, and I could have brought Swirlix in and got a kill, or weakened, or got a 2-hit kill on Fletchling. That would have then allowed Sneasel to come in, or if I came in, Fletchling did not die. If he went out to Fletchling as a counter check his own Fletchling, then Fletchling also could have died. Could have brought Sneasel in. Sneasel could have got either a 2-hit KO on Mienfoo or a 1-hit kill on Fletchling. And even if Mienfoo came in with a fake out, with whatever, Swirlix could have cleaned up. So that's how I should have played. As it is, I was mentally impaired at this point, I would say. and basically the booze showed. So I just thought, no, try get off as much damage as possible, not really realising I might need my Sneasel to outspeed the Fletchling. So I come in here, Revenge killed me entry very easily, but now I was at risk of a crit, of whatever. I don't know if it would have killed, but at the time I wasn't calcing, and so I could not be sure that it wouldn't. And if he had got this and he'd got another crit on Swirlix perhaps, then I could have perhaps lost. As it is, he went to the roost, and I took him out in one. So I did win, and that was quite nice. This was, I don't know that I was in a great state to appreciate this. This was pushing 24 hours awake. I then went on to make it 36 before falling asleep. Got to see the balloons. It was quite nice. I'm not sure the cycle ride was a great idea, but I wasn't on the road. But that's detail, because I won the first round and I was through to the second against I did not know who. Soon to find out.